everyone, it's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio, and I am going to do a quick flip through of my latest finished journal. This one is the Beach Ocean Themed Vintage Journal, and it is, let's see, it is 5 inches by 7 inches. And it is about 1.75 inches spine. It has 3 signatures, and the spine is made out of flexible corrugated cardboard. And I've put some fabric tape just for a decorative purposes and to cover the holes where the signatures come through, just to make it look a little neater. It does have a little hangy dangle on it that has a starfish charm and just some little bits and pieces of ribbon and lace. The cover is very dimensional, as you can see. It has seashells. I used some texture paste here to make some sand. And it has a vintage picture on the front and some seahorses. And then it just closes with a large grommet that has some twine in the grommets, and it just ties shut. It has 3 signatures, and they're all fairly laid out the same. Little differences here and there, but they're pretty much laid out the same. You can see it's pretty fat. And what I did in this one is I used the beach themed items, the digital kit, but I also included a lot of ephemera bases that are not decorated, so that you guys could decorate those and add to them. I just grabbed a bunch of stuff out of my stock and stuck in pockets and things so that you could use those. There are a couple of specialty tags in this one. This one I've glued down as a tuck. You can tuck something in there. The cover is a vintage book from the early 1900s, and I did not do anything to the inside. This is the natural patina that was inside the book. So I'll flip through it real quick. There are some seabirds in here. There's some also vintage seashell book pages that you'll see in here. And here's what I was talking about. Like, this particular pocket has an old payroll card from the 40s. It has an oversized playing card that you can decorate and do whatever. And then it has a tea bag, a fillable tea bag in that pocket. And here's a writing space. You've got a vintage receipt, a Rolodex card. And all the postcards that you see in here are Tuck's vintage postcards. So those, you know, are pretty collectible, or were at one time. I don't know if they still are or not. There's also some pages in here from an almanac from 1906. There's several of those in there. This is a little tuck. This is dyed paper. This kind of peachy colored, coral colored, is dyed coffee paper. Or dyed copy paper. I did not dye it. I purchased that. And you can see there's little pockets and tags and stuff. And here's a little folder that came with the kit. And this is out of a bird book. So is this, Birds of the Marshes. There's 3 of these little shell specimen slides in here made out of the coin holders. This is a vintage, or not vintage, but it is a copy of a vintage blueprint of a lighthouse. And it has a vintage receipt stuck in the pocket. And this is just a collage, and then I put a piece of music paper here, and then one of the vintage cards out of my collection. And that's an envelope that I just made into a tuck. Here, got another pocket. There are some guest checks in here that you can decorate and do whatever you wish with those. Here's another page out of the shell book. And I think the shell book's from like the 1960s. There's a paper bag here, and it has a flashcard inside that you can decorate. Another text postcard. This is vintage ledger. There's coffee dyed papers. There's doilies, seashells that you can take off there and use wherever. This is faux watercolor paper. Rolodex card. This is a Tim Holtz card here. More of the vintage shell book. Another bird. Watercolors. Just a whole bunch of stuff that you all can use to decorate in this journal, or you can take it out and, you know, use it in another journal. Tuck here. There's another specialty tag, and it is on as a tuck as well. It's made out of a window envelope. Another couple of pockets here and here with tags. There's another one of the mini folders, and another book page. You can see that, like I said, the signatures kind of repeat each other, but they do have a little bit of different things in them. There's another vintage card in there. Another guest check. Some more of the shell papers. Another postcard, another flashcard in the paper bag. More of the vintage book. This one's stuffed with Rolodex card and a Tim Holtz picture and a receipt. More vintage ledger paper. There's 3 doilies, I think, in here that you can use. Here's another stuff pocket with the same 3 items as the first one. Again, another stuff pocket. Another postcard with the almanac behind it, and this is a tuck as well. So you can see there's plenty of writing space in this one, and like I said, there's also, you know, lots of things that you can decorate on your own or embellish on your own to use in this journal or another one if you'd like. Uh-oh, I've made a boo-boo there and I've stapled. Have I stapled it? Oh no, it's not stapled. It was just hung. I thought I stapled 2 pages together there for a minute. Same principle as the other 2 signatures. There you go. And again, that's the already grunginess of the cover, so I didn't do anything to that. And like I said, she just ties up with this piece of twine like that. So I will be listing this later this evening in my Etsy shop. And like I said, she's a chunky monkey. This is all natural. I didn't do anything to the back of this. This is how the book looked. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions about this one, send me a message and I'll be glad to answer them for you. And I will see everyone soon. Bye.